into our session today. I know everyone's busy with their lives, but you made it here, so thank you. I wanted to ask you, how was the paper filling out? I know it was a big packet.
It was a lot, but it was fine. I got through it all.
Any questions regarding anything that you might have glimpsed through or thought was confusing?
Not really. I just kind of skimmed
Okay.
through the papers.
There's one thing I know that I need to clarify with you.
Okay.
In our sessions, it will be private. It's just me and you. There's no outsiders. Just us. However, I am in charge of you technically. I guess not in charge, but responsible for your well-being. So with that being said, if you ever mention if you're a threat to yourself or to someone else, like suicidal thoughts, harming yourself, I have to report that.
Okay.
If, for instance, someone else is in danger, an elder, dependent, if they're in danger, if they're being abused in that sort of sense, I do have to report that.
Okay.
And or this one is fairly uncommon, but if the court requests our sessions, I do have to hand that over to them. Those are probably the three main cases that I will have to disclose our sessions, but other than that, everything is just confidential between me and you.
Okay.
Another thing, I hope this does not discourage you, but I am a trainee.
Okay.
So I'm a therapist trainee, which means I will have to report to my supervisor, but nonetheless, I'm very qualified. I've done this, I have a lot of clients as it is, but I can't just do this on my own without a supervisor, so I want you to know that you're in good hands.
Okay.
Any questions so far?
If you have to report to your supervisor and stuff, how detailed is that going to be? Will you talk about like what I say in here?
No. It's more so if I, for instance, need, I need help, or I don't know what to do, which likely won't happen. I will likely say, hey, can you give me a second, give me a second thought of what you're thinking of about the diagnosis more so.
Okay.
But I will not disclose names or anything like that. Just like, hey, can you help me? Like, try to navigate where to go from here. And that's probably the only reason.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. I just want to thank you again for coming, and let's begin.
Okay.
What brings you in here today?
I am feeling very, very stressed out, and it's starting to affect my daily life. I have this overwhelming sense that there are bugs around me all the time. I'm afraid that bugs are going to contaminate my food and drink. I'm afraid that I'm going to get some form of disease from one of my home pets. I wash my hands until they're raw. I'm very, very stressed out.
Yes.
Because I feel like there's just bugs crawling all the time.
Okay. How long has this been happening for?
I would say the last year, but it's really been exacerbated in the last 6 months.
Did a spider fall on you, or something happen for bugs to walk, that you felt bugs on you?
I went over to my aunt's house, and my aunt, she has a lot of animals, an extreme amount of animals. Dogs, cats, lizards, hamsters, everything. But because there's so many animals, she doesn't necessarily take care of them properly.
Yes.
So while I was over at her house, I was petting one of her cats, and I found out that it had worms. And ever since then, I've been so freaked out that I myself have worms, or I'm so anxious that I'm going to catch something from these animals.
Worms, are they transmittable, or is that just something you witness and just have to treat the animal, or can you get that yourself? Because I don't know, you know.
I believe it's transmittable to humans.
Okay, yeah, no, I'd be scared too. No, that's a very valid. Okay, oh man, okay, however, how often you mentioned you're washing your hands an incredible amount.
Yeah.
How often are you washing your hands, or?
Probably like every 30 minutes, more if I'm around an animal.
Okay, and do you have pets?
I do, I have 2 cats.
Oh, have you been avoiding them in any sort of way since you started feeling this?
Yeah, I don't let them sleep on my bed. I will occasionally pet them, but not often. This has really discouraged me from holding and loving on my pets, and it makes me really sad.
Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, no. And are you washing your cats or bathing them an excessive amount, just like you are to yourself?
No, because I know that they know how to clean themselves, so I don't want to interrupt their cleaning schedule.
Is there anything aside from washing your hands that you're doing repetitively because you feel like you need to be excessively clean?
I clean a lot. If I feel like dirty or like there's bugs around, I will clean until I'm satisfied. So sometimes I will lose sleep, I will skip class because I am so focused on cleaning.
Yes.
I shower like 2 or 3 times a day. I won't eat or drink if there's animals around.
Oh, so this is not only disrupting your sleep, this is disrupting your lifestyle, for instance.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's very concerning. I could understand where you're coming from. Tell me your sleep schedule. I know you mentioned you're losing sleep.
Yeah. Over the last 6 months, I'd say I probably only get about 4 hours of sleep a night. I'm always thinking about, are there bugs in my room? Did I clean enough? Am I clean enough? And I lose sleep over these thoughts. And then even when I'm not thinking about it, if I'm in the middle of cleaning, I will stay up and clean all night.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, no. I can see why you're stressed, you're feeling anxious more so because you're also not sleeping the way. How did you used to sleep? Sorry.
I used to sleep great.
Yes.
I've always been like a pretty heavy sleeper. I would sleep throughout the night. I get about like 8 hours of sleep. But ever since my incident with my aunt and her cat, I've lost sleep completely.
Does your aunt know that this is occurring, or is this just between yourself?
This is just something I'm dealing with on my own.
Do you live by yourself or with someone else?
I live with other people. I live with my family.
And how clean are they?
They're clean.
Yeah.
They're clean people. They just leave like clutter, so like nails on the table and stuff. That doesn't bother me.
Yes.
It's more like I see dirty dishes in the sink, I start to panic because that can attract bugs.
Okay, so we're worried. We want cleanliness where it will keep bugs away.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something very, okay, I understand. Let's do this. Let's maybe close our eyes. And I just want you to picture yourself in your kitchen. It's not dirty, but it does have lots of dishes. These dishes, however, have food on them. I want you to just walk by the kitchen and just be okay with it. I want you to feel great. You have just showered. You just finished washing your hands. You did not leave this mess. However, your family did, but that's okay. I want you to just look at them, acknowledge them, and just keep walking. keep walking, you're okay. How does your skin feel watching all these dishes in the kitchen?
Uncomfortable. Like I'm jittery.